A voice you recognize calls your name from the dark tree line, but the person it belongs to died there last winter. In Korean folklore, this is no ghost story told to frighten children. It is a warning about the changwi, the ghost of someone devoured by a tiger, forced to serve the beast that killed them. The most dangerous thing in the forest is not the tiger. It is the friend it already took.
The changwi appears in the annals of the Joseon dynasty, in records kept by officials who documented strange events. According to the records, when a tiger kills a person, the soul of the victim does not pass on. Instead, it becomes a servant to the tiger, compelled to wander the mountains and lure other travelers to their deaths. This is not a tale of vengeance. It is a story about trauma made contagious, the victim forced to become the hand that hurts the next one.
The earliest written accounts come from the veritable records of the Joseon dynasty, where officials noted tiger attacks as matters of state. In 1425, a report describes how a man named Kim Song-ryo was eaten by a tiger, and afterward, his ghost appeared to his own brother, calling his name in the dark. The brother followed the voice into the forest and was never seen again. The officials wrote that the ghost had become a changwi, serving the tiger. The pattern is consistent: the changwi does not act out of malice, but out of a compulsion it cannot resist.
But there is a crack in this story. In the 18th century collection Imwon Gyeong Jeji, an account tells of a hunter who encountered a changwi and, instead of fleeing, spoke to it. The ghost wept and said, "I do not want to do this. But I cannot stop. The tiger holds my soul." The hunter, moved by pity, offered to help. He set a trap and, with the ghost's guidance, killed the tiger. The changwi, freed, bowed and vanished. This suggests the changwi is not a monster but a victim trapped in a cycle of harm.
This reframes everything. The tiger is not just a beast, it is a symbol of the trauma that consumes a person and then uses them to spread more pain. The changwi is the person who has been hurt, who then, often unknowingly, hurts others. The story warns us that trauma is contagious, but it also shows that the cycle can be broken. In the hunter's tale, the changwi is liberated not by violence alone, but by compassion and understanding.
So what does the changwi teach us? It shows us that the most dangerous thing in the forest is not the tiger, but the friend it already took. And yet, that friend is not an enemy. That friend is a mirror, reflecting our own capacity to be both wounded and wounding. The changwi is a story about the invisible chains we carry, and the hope that they can be broken.
Next time you hear a voice in the dark, remember the changwi. It may be a call for help. And if you can, answer with compassion. Because the only way to stop the cycle is to see the victim behind the ghost. According to the records, that is the only way the forest can ever be safe.